So I look at all the issues we have going on and I say it makes complete sense how things are the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to start with these roots and ask each other what matters.
Yeah. I think a lot of people were kind of looking. I know me, myself personally, I was kind of trying to ask myself those similar questions when quarantine started. Because it's like, everything stopped. You're not just going to work aimlessly. You're not just doing whatever your weekly routine was. Everything kind of stopped. And it was like, whoa, you're kind of just in this room with these people. And like, what is really important to you at that point? And it was a weird experience for me. I mean, it's still, obviously with COVID still lingering and whatnot.
One of the previous Surgeon Generals, Vivek Murthy, he wrote a book called, I think it's called Connection.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about how when he was Surgeon General traveling the nation, that was one of the number one things, the top things he saw that was afflicting America: loneliness and lack of relationship. Because
Mm-hmm.
again, to be sitting around talking about Black Lives Matter all day and you have no black friends,
Yeah.
that's a disconnect. That is a lonely way to be.
Yeah.
No different than a guy sitting around talking about women all day, but they don't know any women.
Mm-hmm.
It messes with your soul.
Yeah.
And I think the only way out of this is for us to start engaging and start connecting. I mean, truthfully, I can't stand that word ally. I have no interest in being your ally.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers. Allies, it's a nice way of saying mutual mercenaries.
Yeah.
Allies basically says that while our interests align, we'll share this Uber ride together. But other than that, we don't know each other.
Yeah.
Let's start connecting at a more communal level, which I almost wanted to say we lost it, but I don't really know if we ever had it. Maybe it was just this fantasy of the old times that was spun up for us. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think that's something that I know personally. I like when I couldn't be around a lot of the people that I really thought were, well, I guess they were in my circle. I saw them every day, at work and stuff like that. And when that all stopped, I was kind of taking a look at certain relationships and being like, who would really care, if I don't hit them today? Like if I don't hit them first, if I don't hit so and so, are they ever? And I actually came to find out that a lot of those relationships were not what I thought they were. So
I think that's an Aesop Rock line. If I died alone in my apartment, would the neighbors smell the place before the cat ate my face?
Oh yeah. I think, is that ASAP Rocky or is that ASAP?
I think it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. That and that I think, for me personally, was tough during this time. And I've been writing a lot of music, so like I feel like that's come out in a little bit of it. But yeah, it's a weird time. And when you take a step back and you realize how little connection that even yourself personally has, I think that is kind of troublesome. So
And we as men especially, we're horrible with this where we will, what do we do? We will basically, when we're going through bad times, we will further shrink away from the world. Even the people that are there for us. We go into this Rambo mentality of we're going to lone wolf it and do it ourselves. Which if you think about it, that is the perfect thing for you to do for your enemies. Your enemies want you separated.
yeah,
They don't want you in community. They want you alone and on your own. So you'll see that very often. Like you'll have I would have male friends where they would just show up after a couple months and it'd be like, "Where have you been, man?" It's like I was going through some things, but I made it. I'm like, that's not how friendship works.
yeah,
Where you disappeared because you were going through a thing, but because you made it, now you're here. What if you didn't make it?
yeah,
So there's a strong need for, again, because most of I don't remember many wars started by women. So a lot of the belligerence that we have going on right now, it's usually guys yelling in the faces of guys. That's usually what you're seeing right now. People don't put that anger inside you. You had that when you woke up this morning.
yeah,
Coming back to the guy who gets no respect at work. So as soon as he gets off of work, he's going to drive to a BLM protest and yell at some little girls and some college kids with his Trump hat on. There's something inside you, brother,
yeah.
that made you do that. Has nothing to do with these kids.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, yeah.